My name is Catheryn Melgar, and my educational philosophy for student affairs is influenced by my community cultural wealth, multiple identities, preferred leadership theories, and leadership experiences. Therefore, I believe that my intersecting identities play an essential role in my leadership style and my commitment to the holistic education of all students in an online format. Three of my community cultural wealth strengths are aspirational, navigational, and social capital. For aspirational capital, I can maintain hopes and dreams for the future, even in the face of real and perceived barriers. Through navigational capital, I apply skills and abilities to navigate social institutions, including educational spaces. For social capital, I put to practice networking, connecting with folk with shared norms, values, and understandings to facilitate cooperation. I identify as Latina, first generation, immigrant, Salvadorian, low income, queer woman. Through my own intersecting identities, I can recognize that students have a multitude and variety of intersecting identities. Many of my identities are new to me, or at least new areas that I have begun to explore, and for some, I haven't dared to dive into fully. Because of this, I know and I understand that I need to familiarize myself and expose myself to other identities if I want to fully support all students, regardless of sharing my identities or experiencing identities that are unknown to me. Unfortunately, there were different aspects of my identities that I was encouraged to suppress. However, throughout the years, I have been able to recognize that for me to help other students, I need to be authentic to who I am and all aspects of who I am to gain students' trust and be a role model. I have been fortunate enough to have leadership roles throughout the years. This past summer, I have held a position as camp director for a summer camp that highlighted equity and social justice. Part of my role was to hire and train my staff, instructors, counselors, and train other staff in the Berkeley district. As a camp director, it was my responsibility to support my team and students and work closely with administrative staff on the sites. I was in charge of organizing day-to-day activities and schedules, providing support to my staff, maintaining relationships with parents and the school district staff, and ensuring safety and fun of the students. Going from an assistant to a camp director was a giant leap. Before and through my experience in this position, I explored different ways and areas to lead and support my staff to ensure a successful summer for our clients as well. I was hired with the confidence that I could effectively run my programs, and it was up to me to decide how I managed my staff and daily schedule. I hired most of my staff for both of my sites, knowing that some of them had little to no experience coming into their position, and other staff had worked for the camp for several years. I emphasized my support to them and encouraged collaboration amongst each other every day. I made note that to highlight the strengths that every team member had and encourage them to teach each other. I attempted to follow a supportive and participative leadership style by checking in with my staff, reminding them of my support to all in all of the meetings, their need and meeting their needs to make their classes more engaging, providing snacks, activities to keep them energized. For example, when many of the staff expressed that the curriculum provided to them was not thoroughly engaging to students, I spent the evening gathering curriculum that was more hands-on and provided them with templates and instructions on how to do those activities along with the materials the next day. I then followed up with them to ask if those changes had made a difference. My staff then voiced other aspects of the program that were not working and trusted that I would do my best to make those changes happen. Along with providing support to the staff and having room for them to share their ideas and opinions into the changes that I made, I attempted to incorporate a leadership model style of leadership. However, due to late hiring, my team didn't have the opportunity to build relationships and trust to work successfully. Through my experiences and learning more about the different leadership styles, I aim to be a well rounded faculty/student affairs professional to successfully support all aspects of my students' learning and higher education experience. I believe that my leadership traits as commander, my strength in genuinely enjoying planning and leading my teams forward, having self confidence and believing in myself. I need to challenge myself when things get complicated and make a strong leader by recognizing my flaws in my leadership styles or areas that need improvement.